This lesson is on how to get your first tone out of the flute. And the best way to do it, if you're an absolute beginner, is to just do it with the head joint by itself. So let's do that. Let's just take the head joint out. Earlier we learned how to put the head joint into the main body. Now I'm going to show you how to take it apart. And again, you don't want to grab the keys. You don't want to put your fingers over the keys. You want to put it on the part here where the label is. And so the best way to do it is to take your left hand and grab it just under where the label starts. See it right there, just like that. And then your right hand, put the end of it in your palm and put your thumb over the hole, the embouchure hole, and then just twist it and pull it out. Like that. Mine's a little bit rough. Okay? Alright, now here's how to get your first tone. Alright? And what you're going to do is, you want to, the concept behind this is you want to make a steady stream of air coming out of your mouth. Almost like if you had an empty Coke bottle and you blew across the bottle, you can kind of make it hum, you know, like that. Same kind of a thing with here. You see you have the tone hole right here, and what you want to do is you want to split the air 50-50. So as you blow the steady stream of air out, it splits on this little edge right here, and half of it goes into the pipe, and the other half goes across, and it looks something like this. Let me get real close for you. Just like the old whistles when you were a kid. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to practice just putting the embouchure hole up to the center of your mouth, and what you want to do is take the edge that's closest to you and put it right underneath, right where your lip kind of starts, right where the skin ends and your lip starts, but that right underneath there. Kind of get it. Some people like to put the whole of it right over it like this, and then roll it down. You can do it that way, or you can just take the edge of this thing right here, right, that one that's closest to you, and stick it right where your lip starts, right where it starts. So you can kind of feel it right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make a steady stream of air. And when you're making the tones, try and make like short bursts of air, and take your tongue and put it up on the roof of your mouth, and before you let any air go through, put a slight amount of pressure of air behind your tongue. Almost like when you say like ta, you know, ta, ta, that sound T. To get the T sound, you got to have a little bit of pressure of air behind it before you release your tongue. Now, to make faster tones and to start you off right with what they call tonguing on the flute, you want to get in the habit of going ta, ka, T-A-K-A. That's the method I use, is ta, ka, and over in Europe they teach tu, ku, T-U-K-U. But I use ta, ka. You can use whatever feels best for you. There's lots of ways to get a great sound out of the flute, but like this. I'm going to go ta, ka, ta, ka. And I'm going to do a little bit faster. And that's how you do a quick articulation of tonguing on the flute. Okay, so that's how you get your first tone out of the flute. And I recommend that you use a mirror, and make sure you do it every day. Make sure that you have the hole lined up center on your lip. Make sure you start the edge of the embouchure hole right where your lip starts, right where the skin ends. Stick it under there so you can feel it. Imagine the steady stream of air going straight across, and half of it's going to split in here, half of it's going to go in the pipe, and the other half's going to go out. What I want you to do is practice doing straight tones on ta, ta, ta. Practice doing straight tones, ta, ka, ta, ka. And then if you can, overblow it so you can get an octave. When you blow it real hard, it actually will jump up an octave. And when the head joint is attached to the main body of the flute, you'll be able to hear what that sounds like. But try and get both tones, the lower one and the higher one. And practice this, you know, if you're just starting out, practice this at least for 10 minutes every day, just without the head joint attached to the main body of the flute. Just, matter of fact, when I first started and I used to go on long drives in my car, I used to practice this in the car, just so I can get my embouchure, have the rear mirror set, don't get in an accident or anything. But you know, you can do it watching TV, you can do it just resting, but what you want to do is get your lips used to kind of making a perfect little sized hole and streaming that air so that half of it splits into the pipe and the other half splits out. And just kind of imagine like what you do with an empty Coke bottle, same kind of a process. And that's how you play your first note or tone on the flute. Good luck.